Okay, welcome to this daily horoscope for Tuesday, March 31st. My name is Athen. All right, so we have the moon shifting into Leo today, coming out of Cancer. And as we approach the lunar eclipse here on Saturday, that's going to be taking place in Virgo. So we're sort of getting closer in this whole lunar cycle towards the eclipse energy here now on Saturday. Now, what we learned during the past couple days with Cancer is the importance of listening to our inner guidance, the importance of making sure we're connected to our home, to our family, to our roots, and most importantly, on a fundamental level, to our emotional body. And it's through these lessons we get the most out of the Leo energy. We can take these energies into Leo, which is expressing these sentiments, expressing our feelings, being very passionate about these things that we are sentimentally connected to. And so that's what we want to do now for the next 2.5 days. It's very important because Leo is the sign right before Virgo, which is where this lunar eclipse energy is taking place. So the key here is what we're going to learn over the next 2.5 days in regards to Leo. We'll be able to take into the lunar eclipse energy. So we want to get the most out of it. So for the next 2.5 days, tap into your creativity, tap into your passion. Really ask yourself what it is that you are very passionate about. We just had the sun go over the south node towards the evening of yesterday, Monday night. So we're still feeling this early Tuesday. And so this is about perhaps a newfound passion from yesterday, perhaps a newfound zest, perhaps some old ideas of what you used to do to create or used to do to enjoy yourself, or what you used to find very important to you has shifted, has changed. And so especially the early part of this day with this aspect still in orb, be willing to go within. Be willing to allow the old energies to subside. And it's through that spiritual process of observation, spiritual observation. It's a very good morning for meditation, by the way. Through that observation, I think we're finding more and more of this true passion, this true zest, true enjoyment of what it is that we enjoy about life. And so that's the energy now for the next 2.5 days, and perhaps it's coming from that. Perhaps it's coming from the energies of last night and this morning. Now, the moon is going to be trining up to Mars during the early part of the day as well. So a very good first part of the day to get active, get physical. Mars is in Aries as well as Venus. So perhaps even spending time with others, doing something like going for a walk, going out into nature. It's a very good morning for anything physical, but also anything that requires your confidence, your courage. I think all in all, there's going to be a good energy of feeling like we can accomplish things, we can move forward. There's this zest that we have. It's the zest not of necessarily the Leo type, which will be there, but what I'm talking about here is the zest of action, of goals, of drives, of ambition. So utilize that. It's a trine energy, it's there, and so it's available. We can choose or choose not to use it. Now in the later part of the day, we've got Mars squaring up to Saturn. So you might call this a challenge of the day. And here it's where we are, it's a very cyclical thing this happens, all these lunar aspects. So again, this is another situation towards the evening where perhaps we're feeling the responsibilities. Perhaps we're feeling the heavy burdens in our life. And so the key here is to work with them. Don't push them away. The square energy we don't want to resist because it just makes it even more so, and it makes it even more heavy. So it's not that it necessarily has to be challenging. The best way to utilize this energy is to embrace and accept where you're at, which you're reflecting, which we're all reflecting on right now with Saturn retrograde in Scorpio. Where are you at? What are the structures that you've been building? Whether it's work, career, relationship, what kind of commitments, what kind of responsibilities are you assuming? So the key here is to accept these things. And it could be very deep, it could be very intense. It's in Scorpio. So through that embracing, we find that there's no more clash, and we're able to work with the energies. So work with that responsibility, work with that pragmatism, that hard work, that discipline. And the better you're able to do that, the more you're going to find a flow with this. And it's emotional, it's involving the moon, which is our feelings. But the more you do it, the more you'll find that flow. And like I said, that's just later part in the day. All right, so let's go and draw a card, see what Spirit has in store for us. Okay, Sagittarius. Well, that's the second time this card's come up. So this is about expansion. This is about possibilities. This is about your higher purpose. This is about your life path. So I think this is definitely a reminder to remember that our life path is changing and be open to that change. I keep saying this because Pluto is in Sagittarius, restructuring our life path, helping us see that not all the details and not everything the way we see it is what our path, how our path is unfolding. So the more we release that attachment, and I think we learned this a lot too with this energy from last night and this morning, the more we release the attachment to how things unfold, the more space, the more room is available for these new things that maybe we didn't see before. So perhaps it's a reminder to look at the overall picture of your life, be open to change, and remember that our life path is something higher than ourselves. It is something that's divine, which is what Sagittarius is. It's the divine path that's been given, you might say, or is laid out for us to experience. All right, well, hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks a lot for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.